Well, aloha folks, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, this, one of my favorite games. It's been a while since we last played Vanilla, and, yes, the Reaper's Due is coming out soon, and I have the pre-release, or press copy of it. Paradox, they're very kind, as always, and so we are going to start a new campaign today. And what campaign could it possibly be? Well, obviously by the title you know what I'm going after, but I had a very hard thought, because I was like, there's so many interesting places, so many interesting things to do, and really with the new Black Death and Plague and disease mechanic, we can play anywhere and the mechanic will fire off in 200 years. So yeah. I mean, I actually really wanted to take on the Tudor challenge. If you don't know what the Tudor challenge is, it's basically, now I think it's 1066, there's this one count or duke somewhere here in England that has a child that is a Tudor, and basically the challenge is to put him in power and make him the king of England and stuff, and that would be fun. But I like having control of over my own stuff, and really, I mean, I don't know, I want to do more. Last time we played as the Orsinis in a very Borgia style. We placed the Pope on the chair here, the Curia, or yeah, the chair. We'll call it the chair, the Holy See, and well, that was a lot of fun, but I felt kind of limited, so this time we're actually gonna go ahead and play as a Republic, which was like one of my favorite ways to play the game, is as a Republic, because it's different and it's very powerful, of course. And we're not only just gonna play as a Republic, we're going to play as Gotland in Visby. If you don't know where Gotland is, it's this island off of the coast of Sweden, and since I last played in Scandinavia, they've actually added a little land bridge for troops here, which in a way kind of annoys me, but I think it will be fun. But yeah, that's why am I playing in Scandinavia? Because obviously I'm Swedish, and I do really enjoy playing in Scandinavia. Also, the 1066 start is quite a lot of fun because there are still Germanics around. We're gonna start on the 15th of September, but if we started on the 26th of December bookmark, there's actually a civil war between the Germanics and the Christians. However, I just want to start a little bit earlier than that, and maybe, who knows, we might be Norse. Now, unfortunately, the merchants don't really have that many achievements available to them, but I think we're gonna try to go for the who needs Vasco da Gama? Who needs Vasco da Gama? Just I have to pronounce it very English now so you understand. But it's basically hold all the silk trade ports here in India, which I think are in this region. I'm not sure. It might be one down here in the south. I'm not certain. But it really depends if we're gonna use the Ruler Designer DLC, which I absolutely love. Oh, actually, I just realized we can't use the we can't turn on Iron Man because we are on a press copy after all. So that will have to wait. And look at that! I never realized, but the walls of Visby are actually portrayed on the map here. That's really nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mayor or Grand Mayor Axel of Visby, of the dynasty Goldhammer, which means Goldhammer. Should we make him married off the bat? I don't think so. He has 0 sons, 0 daughters. He's 38, and he's an elusive shadow, stressed, genius, a hunchback dwarf, shy, diligent, deceitful, ambitious, and cynical. Kind of like me, except obviously I'm not a hunchback or a dwarf. Of course, I'm a genius. But yes, pretty interesting. Let's see. The coat of arms is gonna be this little V here that I thought, in Gotland they have these memorial or burial mounds that are in the shape of boats, and so that could be like the V of the boat or something. I don't know. We'll see. And this is how he looks. Young, of course. This, like the final version, he's much older. Oh, right. So Iron Man has a new screen, and apparently, I think Okay, right. We won't be able to get achievements if we start off as Goldhammer here, though. Even if I turn it on, apparently no user modification. So I'm assuming it's that, or it's because of the whole press code thing. I don't know. I've never, like, I've run Iron Man on Crusader Kings before, but it hasn't worked for some reason. So I don't know. Maybe should we? I really like my dynasty now. Like, I really want to play as this guy. Wow, this screen is actually really interesting. I mean, you can turn off pagan reformation, have assassination on direct actions. Wow, this is actually really nice. Not that I'd ever change anything, because I love all of the things that have been added along the way, and I like playing historically accurate. So yeah, let's turn off Iron Man and just go with it. Wow, it's been a long time since I played Christian. I mean, yes, we played as a Catholic last time, you know, setting up a pope and all, but as a independent republic trying to do something. Now, let's see. Apparently, women kind of dislike me because, you know, hunchback and dwarf, but you know, what about, okay, maybe Tyrion isn't a hunchback, but you know, he's a dwarf and he's attractive, so that should mean something, right? And what about genius? That should be attractive. Okay, so this is really cool. Right, during an epidemic, we can shut the gates, right? And we can also right now recruit a court physician, although that's only available once every 3 years. We're of course going to turn on auto stop plots. I'm going to check. There is an epidemic map mode here. Obviously right now it's just, you know, everything's off, but once diseases start popping up, we'll see measles, we'll see smallpox, and we'll see the Black Death. And that's going to be scary, especially for Merchant Republic, of course, because, you know, it's kind of you know, ruins money and population and stuff. Interesting new mechanic, if maybe you don't know about this, but now there's actually an incentive for peace, because if you have provinces, or you know, your country's at peace for a long time, your provinces can prosper, which gives you know, a bonus to their economy, their local economy, and you gain more tax, etc., etc. So it's an interesting balance now. You know, do you keep expanding, or do you just stay where you are and earn more money over time? Wow, this is literally the worst chancellor I could possibly have, and he's only there because he's a powerful vassal. I mean, what? You must be good at something else. I'll make you anything else. Just give me like a good chancellor, man. I think I'm gonna marry this Violante da Piano, part of a merchant family in Venice. I know it's, you know, far away, so we don't get really any alliances. We get a non-aggression pact with their family, but it's not really that's you know, what I'm in for right now. And in worst case, we could always murder her, because apparently her intrigue isn't as high as ours, and you know, ours is decently high. Our immediate aim is going to become to get a council position. Even though we're a small vassal, I'd you know, like to be the person in charge, you know, pulling the strings. After all, this guy, look at his intrigue, 3, that's terrible. I would like to give you a seat on my council, and therefore offer you a title of Chancellor. Alright, Chancellor, I'll take it. It's not exactly what I wanted, but sure. Oh man, just look at my initial and possible plot power. I'm so powerful. This is gonna be fun. Next up, acquire a title. We'll manipulate my liege into it. He does have, oops, not you. You have a bunch of different counties you could give out. Natica would be interesting, although it's not a coastal one. The king. The king wants to shift our tax burden from the middle, you know, where we contribute both in terms of levy and tax, to a little bit more tax. I'm gonna just approve it, because we're gonna make a lot of money. Like, if we start going there, though, I wouldn't like that. But over here, this might actually be nice for our troops, so we can, you know, fend off against the other nobles. Yeah. You want to vote me to vote with you in the council for something, and I will, or you will owe me a favor. Well, you don't really know who you're dealing with. Do you really want to owe me a favor? I'll accept, but are you sure? You know what? Let's already ask for a new title, just because it won't hurt, right? Oh, hey, what the hell? I actually had no idea you'd do this, but apparently he gave me Närke, and I was correct in thinking it was Närke. It would be nice if it was Sörmland here, that's how you pronounce it, but no, I mean that's his capital, so Närke it is then, and then I just want this duchy here, and that there, and maybe this kingdom here. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. And what is this? Let's see. We've decided to offer you the position of commander. Do you accept? Commander. You know what? I need to have children. I'm sorry. Ah, yes. We have something new as well. Crown focus. So this makes it more likely for a province to prosper. We're gonna set our crown focus on Gotland, of course. So we have a little crown there. And we might receive special events for it. Now, I'm still wondering how to build hospitals, because apparently, I mean, this might be because it's the city, but what? Okay, what about here? Can we build a hospital? I'm not certain. Maybe it's an event-based thing. Aha! So this is where we build hospitals, just in the same place where trade posts and forts are built. Not something I normally have open if I'm not playing a merchant or, you know, against the steppes or something, but yeah, here it is. So a fort, or this would cost 100. Don't really feel like I need to build that right now, but it's nice knowing. Fate smiles upon me. Wonderful. Our future is secured. Actually, you know what? I'm a man of vision, Axel of Visby here. We're going to build a hospital already, even though it's most of our money. We earn a lot of money, and you know, it's just a good thing to have. So I like trying out new things when DLCs come out, okay? Ah, so we had a daughter. It was kind of, yes, disappointing because we are, after all, a republic, which means women cannot really do anything for the family other than serve as marriage and expenses. But yeah, they still can't take over. There's no one to take over the dynasty, but the you know, the attempt continues. We might change over to seduction focus if everything fails, but our wife is still 19 and we're 38, so I have hopes. This is interesting. If we murder the Duke of Östergötland here, he's only 11, we might be able to murder his father that takes over, and then who knows, we might actually get the stuff, although it will probably go to the king first and then I can ask for it. Actually, I'm not sure. It's also confusing. It's been a while since I played, so I don't know what the best option is here. Oh, now look at that plot power. 3 people involved. Myself, the spy master, and a mayor. And we are just over 400. That's amazing. And he's gone. There we go. Wonderful. Now, who takes over? Oh, you're actually Norse. That's interesting. Ooh, that's actually very interesting. Although, yeah, our plot power is still good. That would give it to the king. And then maybe we could ask for it. Okay, I know this is expensive, but let's commission a rune stone. Because that's cool, right? We're Catholics, but we can still commission rune stones. In fact, most rune stones in Sweden are actually Christian rune stones, so that's quite interesting. Okay, so let us show what a giant I was despite my stature, or my wisdom must be preserved. I think, yes, because I'm a genius, we shall write about that. New Pope, Benedictus X. This stone was raised by Axel, son of the wild, to celebrate his great wisdom. Truly, no greater thinker lived in this era or the ones before. Tuke carved these runes. It's perfect. Oh, look at the prestige. Yes, lovely. Oh, and this just showed up. Apparently, he's dead as well. So now, the king rules the region, I think, right? My wife is pregnant. The king is actually, he's apparently fine with his 6, or wait, his 4. Wait, that's how does he have? Okay, so, oh, okay. So I give him all of this, right? Maybe not the greatest move, but whatever. Ah, and so begins the endless adventures of the anti-popes. Like, the Holy Roman Empire just absolutely loves it, but that's, you know, that's kind of what happened in real life, so I'm fine with that. Another daughter. She shall be named Christina. Come on, I need a male heir. Come on, please. Again, you're trying to make me a commander, and really, I need to have children, so I can't be away from my wife. You know, it's a full-time job making kids. It's a great fornication. It's very intense. Aw, love is growing between us, although she likes me mostly because of the money I sent her. I had like 15 coins. She was like, whoa, that's amazing. Mostly probably she's gluttonous and lustful. Not greedy though, so oh well. If we send some money to our liege who's building a war chest, we might actually gain a favor. Let's do that. Manipulate him into giving us what we want. My wife is pregnant again. This time it has to be a son. Come on. I really need that. That's the only problem playing as a merchant. You need male heirs. Sweden and Norway aren't war for Härjedalen. We'll see who wins out on this one. I really think Sweden will. But let's actually check out the troops. He can raise 3. Sweden can raise almost 5. So yeah. Another daughter. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry. Like, but we need a son. No, I will not be your commander. I don't want to risk dying, and I need to make a son. Once I have like 2 sons, I'll accept your offer, but not at the moment. And plus, I'm a hunchback dwarf. My only, you know, value is on the behind the maps. You know, not wielding a sword. Health +1. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice. I'll take it. Okay, so over in Persia, we have some consumption spreading. That's tuberculosis for you. Camp fever. And in Greece, we have measles, as well as in Ireland and Cornwall, bordering Wales there. We also have measles spreading in Norway and Denmark. It could very well spread. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's here. That's not good. Let's, should we shut the gates? What does this do? We could... Yeah, I want to survive this. I really want to survive this. We'll move to the court. Yeah, my own court. Alright, let's do it. Some of the commoners have already gathered outside. As your guards start closing the gates, a decisive thump silences the curious chatter coming from the other side. Seal it. Ah, the ruler or king wants to take away power from the council regarding imprisoning vassals, so, or people in general. So let's actually decline that. I don't want to be imprisoned. Ooh, one of our barons actually died of the measles, or he died feverish and sweating, so I imagine that might be measles, I'm not sure. We've got consumption spreading over here as well. Not very good. It's a good thing I closed myself off. And we're quite small, so it's not exactly like there's going to be a rebellion because we close ourselves. Life in seclusion isn't so bad. After finishing a hearty breakfast, you belch contentedly and remark upon your foresightedness in ensuring Gotland's larders were well stocked. However, as soon as the words leave your lips, you notice the suddenly panicked look on your servant's face. My Grand Mayor, you just ate the very last pickled boar's head, and almost all our other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Furthermore, your servant continues to drone on, but you are too aghast to listen. No more pickled boar heads? This isn't good. What does actually food remaining mean in practice? Is there any sort of thing here? No, I'm not sure. We'll see. Back to the epidemic map mode just to make sure. Yeah, come on. I need. Does this being in seclusion lower my? No, not my fertility. Right. Okay. You have searched Gotland from top to bottom and come to the realize that there are no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all the other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Your servant really should have mentioned that. I'll implement a system of rationing. Health for all our people here wouldn't really be good. I'll convince people they don't need food. Oh yeah, this is because stewardship and diplomacy. Tough times. At least we have this. Okay, so should we ration? We'll ration them. They need to be. Oh, that was a loud horn. All right. Oh, what's this? A sudden chatter. Blah blah blah. Your eye of storm. Just see it. Alex wiping his mouth. Oh, that bastard. Looks like meat is back on the menu. Cannibal. Oh my god. Whoa. That is that. we can eat him. Interesting. Okay, so we can banish him. Let's to the dungeon. Would this make us a tyrant? Food goes up by 1. That's interesting. You know what? Let's just be like, oh, how could you have done this? You shouldn't have done this. Okay, you know what? This guy, you know, we said you shouldn't do this again. We kind of threatened him, right? And then he comes back and does the same thing again. God damn it! You're gluttonous, aren't you? Let's put meat back on the menu. All right. Was voraciously devoured by Grand Mayor Axel of Visby on the 28th of October, 1072. Well, that's what you get for eating too much. Ah, damn it. My wife did the same thing now. Should we... Oh, okay, so we're a cannibal, but stuff doesn't happen to us anymore. As in, like, we don't get, like, the trait. Again, we're already a cannibal, so it's not like we can be a double cannibal. Should we... You know what? I'm gonna be nice to her. Imprisoned. No, you know, I'm gonna be nice to her for a while. And then, if she does this again, I'll eat her. What's this? With food supplies dwindling, has been brought to your attention that the basements of Gotland contain a large number of rats which could be caught and eaten. Oh. How much food do I have? Like, where do I check this stuff? Okay, you know what? Let's not eat rats, because, well, rats might carry disease, but it's not like this guy knows. Oh, actually, wait. This guy's a genius, so he's like, yeah, he knows everything. He's already, like, figured out microbes and viruses and bacteria and so on. So, of course, it's gonna be never. The rats have eaten our food supply. Man, I'm really liking these events. It makes things very interesting, and also makes Merchant Republics a bit harder, I think, because, you know, especially being on an island and trading and stuff, it's more likely that you'll probably bring along disease with you, right? Oh, you ate extra food and you have cancer. You know what? Since you have cancer, I'm sorry. It's gonna have to be. Oh, you're of House Guldsmed. Actually, that's interesting because I was thinking of naming our house Guldsmed, but that's nice to see that we didn't. So we're actually Goldhammer instead of Goldsmith. Now, sorry, I had to eat you. My wife again. Come on. Why? I told you I would eat you. Maybe you want to be eaten, or maybe you didn't really understand. It's not like I'm gonna eat you out, I'm gonna eat you up, alright? Sorry, wife. I love how my children don't change opinion. I mean, I know they're small, but it's not... They should be like, oh, he ate my mother. But no, they're just like, oh, he's a cannibal. Okay, that's terrible. Helwiva Courtier in Asperg, of House Asperger. Right, so everyone there has Asperger syndrome? New times, new wife. This is Alfield. Hopefully she will not, you know, be gluttonous, so I won't have to eat her up. She's Germanic though, but we can probably ask for her conversion. No, we can't. What about money? Oh, you wouldn't even like me for that. This might actually be difficult. Maybe I should have killed my other wife. And again, some rats. No, I already said no. You want to be able to revoke titles? Are you crazy? No, I'm not allowing that. No way. Like, I wouldn't even pass it myself. Okay, I would, but I don't want to risk it. Oh, I was so happy. It was like the disease was gone for a split second, but now we have consumption instead. Should we open it? Like, consumption doesn't feel as dangerous as the rest. You know, it's just some tuberculosis, right? Not too bad. And it's probably gonna be gone. We have a hospital as well, so let's actually open the gates. Enough of killing people. My daughter Anna has caught consumption, tuberculosis, so we'll either pray or, you know, just sickness and death awaits us all. Stop pestering me. Since we're cynical, I do think wait, are we cynical? Yeah, we're cynical. So, sickness and death awaits us all. Stop pestering me. Oh, my court physician actually saved her. Wow. And now my daughter is a ward of the king, just because, you know, why not? No, I'm gonna lose the trait diligent. That's sad. It's actually a pretty expensive trait. It was like 14 years or something. Maybe 12. We have an heir, everybody. Finally. And his name shall be Olof, because, I don't know, I like the name. Very Swedish. So yes, let's actually check out. Obviously his respect isn't exactly huge, but we do have more money and we could start investing in the campaign, but he has to be like above 16, I think, until he's electable. I just have to survive that time and we'll be fine. And he has to survive as well, so there's that. A dull pain begins to throb behind your eyes. Alas, I have a headache. Confident your symptom is not due to serious illness and that it will pass quite soon. Nevertheless, you should will receive some mild treatment. Huh. This guy actually seems pretty good. I mean, he's fixed both our daughters and a bunch of people, so, and we've rewarded him for that job very well. We'll see what he can do. To invigorate you, Harald recommended that you consume what made you strong in the first place, and thus provided you with jugs of human breast milk. I'm not sure that did anything, but alright. Also, my wife just died of consumption. That's actually quite interesting. I was like just thinking about murdering her a few minutes ago. But I was actually gonna say I have a plan. A few years have passed. I think we're gonna store up some money, some cash, and try to make sure this guy stays alive because we have a favor with him. And what we can do is basically see Inge here is the next in line. Linda is the you know, his daughter, who could potentially become queen, but that's unlikely because it's elective. But here's the thing. So if we make Eric here or if we marry one of, or get a betrothal with one of Eric's daughters and Olof, then we could potentially get a claim on the kingdom or something of the sort. I don't know. At least we'll have someone of the dynasty, or our dynasty, within their court. So, to get that, we need 405 gold, and then we can use our favor in order to get this through. Of course, she is like 7 years older than him, so that might be an issue, but I don't think so. And yeah, that's at least what I have in mind. It's not perfect yet. Maybe we could eliminate some people along the way. That's the annoying thing with elective, right? You can't exactly force certain things through. Our next wife shall be Ingrid of the house. Wait. You know, you were lowborn. Oops. Yeah, no, it's the goldsmith people in Gotland itself. No. Oh, you're lowborn. No, it's because you were in their court. Okay, whatever. At least you have some nice traits. Alright, so Olof and Ingrid shall be betrothed. We'll wait a few years, you know, obviously they'll grow up and then they'll get married, and once they're married then we can start killing off a bunch of people in the royal family and try to get the crown her way so that it becomes part of our dynasty. So let's call in the favor and send this away. Let's seek treatment for our illness here, which is headache, because it's not going away. You know, it's been here for almost 4 years or something like of the sort. It's not very good if you have a headache that long, right? Patrician Rora kept you up late for days stargazing with him to reconnect with the moon, he said. Well, I mean, it kind of worked. Health +1. That's actually like an immense amount of health. I'll take it, you know, that's... Or maybe they've changed the whole health meter system. I just know that, you know, like +5 health is a huge bonus, and we already have like +1 health from the cat, and then another health from that. That's gonna be great. Although Dwarf and Hunchback, I have a feeling those have like hidden negative health traits. Oh look, I'm no longer cynical. I guess so with age you become more hopeful or less cynical. I guess it depends, but yeah, the glass is fuller than I believed it to be. Oh, Baron has passed away and given us his barony. Oh well, should we? I think we should distribute it. I don't exactly want it. Or wait, was that automatically? No, it wasn't. Yeah, let's give it to a vassal. Let's try to get another favor from the king before he passes away, and try to marry one of our daughters to Stenshield here. Boom! Perfect. Birgitta shall marry Stenshield. Probably heir of the crown if Håkan gets it. Wait. Oh, Inge would get it, but whatever. Inge doesn't have any sons. I'll get a favor from you? Interesting. Actually, I think that's nice, because then I can, like, take his heir and educate him myself or something. Let's see. No, myself there. We'll force it through, and then we'll have a hostage. I'll do the same with the heir to the Duke, or Duchy of Uppland here. We'll take him hostage, or as a ward, and we'll kind of, you know, get him on our side. Oh no, my magnificent cat curled up in its favorite spot by the window last night. I think now that maybe it knew it did not have long left in this world. At least it went peacefully. The funeral shall be set in the garden where it loved to play, or I shall invite the whole court to celebrate the adventurous life of my cat. Of course I'm going to invite the whole court. They all loved him, right? Another son. Yes, we shall name him Nils. Because why not, as I say to almost everything. The proud genius commander, I've already said no 100 million times to you, actually. And yeah, I think that will be the perfect place to end this episode at. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, it really helps me out. If you're super kind, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. Follow me on Twitter for instant updates, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, this has been Game Gabster. Farewell.